Hello. All right. It is 17 days. 17 days till the big day. I'm not a Leo. I could have been. I really should have been. My mom's due date was on the 17th. So I would have been a Leo, and I'm right on the cusp. But anyway, I never really do a lot for my birthday. But turning 20 does feel like a really big deal, so anyway, I don't have to explain myself. I can love my birthday because I love it. Okay? Today, what I wanted to talk about was inspired by my car. The car that I drive. It's not mine. I know in the other video I was talking about how my first car I no longer have. She's no longer with us. She's in a better place. Her parts will be used for better uses. And for better purposes. Will be repurposed. But I'm driving my stepdad's car. And she's old. Not super old, but I love her. 1992. Old, not obsolete. Thank you for commenting on all my videos. You're the one that commented that. Wheelman, is that your username? Shout out. That big truck, that's the one I'm driving right now. And today when I got to work, I saw some steam. Not a lot, just a little. When you take something out the microwave, when you just cooked a hot meal, like that little steam kind of looked like when there's a heat wave, and I was like, okay, that's weird. But I was like, I don't have time for this. I need to go to work, and I'll check on it later. So later comes around, it's like 4:30, closer to 5, and I had to call up my stepdad because I was like, hey, so what do I do? So right then and there, I realized I don't really know a lot about cars. And so that's going to be my new interest, learning about cars. I should watch the Cars movie. I should. But as I was looking at all of these unfamiliar parts, I was like, this is reflective of my soul. There are so many parts of each of us that are hidden under the hood, that are protected, that are shielded. Some are easier, once you pop that open, some are easier to see. And some are below the surface. You got to really get low. You even got to get under certain things to see it. But it's all connected. It's all part of a functioning system. They're all there for a reason. And something that I've really been working on is honoring all the parts of myself. The parts that are angry, the parts that are sad, the parts that are insecure, the parts that are vulnerable, and then the parts that are overprotective, the parts that are naive, and the parts that are cocky, the parts that are confident, the parts that are joyous and, humble and things like that. And it's really hard, but I've been trying to be a lot kinder to each part of myself. And yeah, it's really hard. There's really no other way to put it, because I really want to fight against some of these tougher personalities. I don't say like personalities as in a personality disorder, but like personalities as in sides. We all have different switches that we turn on in different environments. You don't talk the same way to your parents as you do teachers, or as you do friends, or a stranger. I certainly would like to live in a world where we can just do that and be as authentic as possible all the time, because I think that would be very liberating. That to me is one of the most liberating things I can imagine. And yeah, I popped the hood, and I was also very proud of myself. I kept it pretty calm under pressure. And I really appreciated just the intricacies, like how this whole car is up and running, how it all works together. I could not do that. And I also realized I love having something. I love material objects in the way that in the way that I can see something working, like visually. I don't want to associate like material with a capitalist way of thinking, but I'm thinking more of like plants and things like that, where it's more hands-on. It's more physical, because I love living in the mental and the spiritual. And also, I need something literally to ground me, literally where I get my hands dirty and I say, I fixed this. This was changed. This changed from position 1 to position 2. This changed, this transformed from this shape to this shape. And to be able to tangibly, feel it and see it is very rewarding. And so sometimes it can be very discouraging when I try to do all of this inner work, where I try to, be kinder to my mind, where I try to think more positive thoughts. And I'm just like, well, what is this actually doing? What's the tangible effect, I guess? Or like, I can't present it to anybody. I wish I could just tell every single person, hey, like, did you know I actually wasn't like this? And hey, did you know I'm having like transformations as we speak, because I'm so used to overthinking every interaction that we had. And actually last night I went to sleep peacefully. I can't just go around saying that to everybody. And it's discouraging. Really, it's discouraging. But I also know that I live with myself. I will always live with myself until the day that I die. And at least I know the changes that are happening within. And other people might find that out if they're willing to pop that hood.